What is the rule of 72? It is simply a way to determine how long an investment will take to double, given a fixed interest rate. By dividing 72 by the fixed interest rate, you can obtain a rough estimate of how long it will take for your initial investment to double. Let's look at a real-life example and see how long it will take to double your money using the rule of 72. Savings accounts have about a 0.1% fixed interest rate. So, dividing 72 by 0.1 will give us 720 years. Wow, that's pathetic. That's not even worth doing. I can't think of a single currency that's still in use after 720 years, besides like gold or silver, but that's different. So, yeah, forget savings accounts. Let's move on to CDs. CDs have about a 1.25% return, and the 72 divided by 1.25 is 57.6 years. That's a long time for your money to double. I can think of quite a few better ways than that. Okay, let's move on to a 30-year government bond, roughly about 5%. So that would equal 14.4 years. That's a little better. But let's look at a S&P 500 index fund at 10%. There we're looking at about 7.2 years. That's a lot better. Now let's move on to Microsoft. 25.7% on their 10-year average. That will give you a 2.8 year to double your money. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll do that. But let's look at one more. Netflix. 42.32% 10-year average return. The time it will take to double your money is 1.7 years. Man, Microsoft and Netflix, those both sound pretty good. Double your money in 2 to 3 years, basically. Okay. But let's look at how the estimate compares to the actual number. Because doing the actual calculation, you're not going to be able to do it in your head. It's basically log 10 of 2 divided by log 1 point plus your interest rate. So you're not going to be able to do it in your head. So you can use the rule of 72, but let's compare to see how close they actually are. So looking at the actual numbers, we see the rule of 72 there, and then the actual right next to it, and then we see the error column. So as you can tell, 8% is dead on. You have a 0% error at 8%. The farther you go below 8%, the less time it will actually take. So that's why you see the negative percentage for the error, because it's taking less time to actually get there. So your rule of 72 is overestimating the time. Now anything above 8%, the rule of 72 is going to underestimate the amount of time, as you can see there. So like Netflix, rule of 72 came up to 1.7 years, but in reality, it's about 2%. So we're off about by 13%. So just keep that in mind. If you're below 8%, you're overestimating. If you're over 8%, you're underestimating. So just keep that in mind if you're doing a few things here or there. Think about it. Use it. It's a great way to estimate different ideas. If you're looking at a few different investments, to think about, hey, this is the rough interest rate. How long will it take? And think about it that way. Thank you for learning about the rule of 72. Thank you for subscribing, and hit the like button if you watched this video. Have a blissful day, and see you in the next video.